Hello everybody, I'm Magnusaur2 and today I'm going to be just making a quick video saying that the beta for Throne of Lies is in fact now open. Things that have changed from the alpha is you can now buy the game. It's been that way for a little while, but now it's pretty much super official. You can get it on their site, which I believe may be throneoflies.com. I am not sure. I'm sure Google will give you it. I'll put the link in the description for sure. But things that have changed really, they put in a new role. It's a placeholder for that, obviously. The artist is very good, but he can't work really fast. So this is the Scorned. I'm sure you've seen it in a couple of my videos already. He's a new role that came in the alpha. Other things are, there have been some updated portraits, like, hang on, let me see. The Enforcer got a new one. If you look at that, that looks pretty cool. The Sellswords had the new one for a while. Servant has a really menacing old man looking motherfucker. Pretty much, the Butler's been one of the things in the alpha that's been changed a lot. Like before, he would be able to poison a king and stuff, but unfortunately that has been nerfed, because people kept on killing the king all the time. So the main things that came out the alpha were intense amounts of balance, which I'm sure a lot of people will appreciate, being that other games have not been the best with their balancing, more being focused on fun and shenanigans. And I know that there's some part of the fan base who really appreciate that and some who don't, so I figured I would cover that. The cult got revamped. Like, the paladin at the beginning was like, the smite would instant kill, but meh. They also changed a lot of the king stuff. Like, kings can't be voted until the 3rd day now. Also, they've just been added to immune to occupation. Okay, so that's generally the gist of the balance. There is other things, but I don't need to go into that. Now, about the customization is just started to come in. And effectively, there's a little bit of a discrepancy here, because I looked at the basic weapons, the things that came out first. I mean, they're all right. I mean, you've seen how the pyromancy thing works. People go up in flames. The butt stab axe and things. All of these seem to do pretty basic ones. But then today, I took a look at this, the Sword of Kings, and whoa. The execution for this was really good, like really, really good. It's like you slash straight through them, and then a lightning bolt hits them. And I've realised that the customization for this is going to be a lot more along the lines of the better weapons will have better animations. And I know a lot of people might appreciate that, because if you put a lot of time into the game, you're gonna get a more effective animation. Now, the downside to this is if you've got a really flashy weapon, you're going to want to, like, use it first, which means this game is going to turn into an execute happy fest of people wanting to show off their weapons. I think that'll probably calm down, but all the show-offs are going to be like, hey, stab, stab, stab. But it will also encourage people to be less quiet, so I think that's alright. Armour, there hasn't been much change. There's still the Kickstarter armour that people can try out during the beta. Everything's going to be wiped on official release, so that we can start having proper progression. You know, because betas to change everything. This is the character screen. Your armour is basically your body. Your weapon is what you use to execute. Pretty simple. As for the game has gone through many, 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 many changes. In that the loading screen, from what I've tested a few minutes ago, is now super fast. Before, you might have to wait like 2 minutes to get into a game. Now it's about 10-15 seconds, which means I'm sure you'd have a lot more enjoyment out of that. The player base is, I'm told, going to have a pretty big boost thanks to the beta soon, I would hope. I mean, a lot of people were kind of put off playing during the alpha because there was a limited player base. But if this is an official release or anything to go by, this problem will be solved pretty soon. Okay, in terms of how the beta is going to work, the beta is effectively going to last for a little bit, possibly a couple of months, possibly longer, maybe earlier. I'm not too sure on that. I haven't asked properly. However, during the course of beta, I believe they're going to start focusing on the functionality and the actual use of items, gold, and all this stuff. And effectively, I can be proud to say that the game is in a very good working state. They're going to work a lot on balance, they're going to try and make the game more fun, they're going to get all of the art done as much as they can, I would say. I mean, I'm not a dev, I can't speak for this, but I do talk to the devs a fair bit, so I know I'm kind of like in the know in the sense that I can get little tidbits now and again. But other than that, if you have any questions for any of the devs, they're always around the Discord. I mean, the Discord is very populated, very fun, lots of nice people, pretty nice moderators. It's not a place you can go and just feel oppressed or annoyed. I would definitely say that at this point, there's never been a better time to join this community. I know I'm biased with somebody with like 130 hours in this game already, but yeah, I would definitely say you should come play this. Not to say like, oh, stop playing Terra Salem, fuck the devs, rare. No, this is my genuine recommendation. This game is definitely worth it. And so yeah, I'm just giving you a progress report of how beta's gone and how it's going to work, and I hope that everyone has fun. I will see you next time.